Welcome everyone to Flag Football Fridays. This is week 5, where we teach you the basics of flag football. My name is Matt Holmquist, and I am the coordinator for sport programs here at the University of Texas at Arlington. If you haven't viewed the videos for weeks 1 through 4, I would encourage you to do so now. To review, week 1 we talked about downs, line to gains, and turnovers. Week 2, we talked about what the offense and defense can and can't do. Passing, running, rushing the quarterback, guarding receivers, blocking, etc. Week 3, we talked about timing. 4 quarters, a running clock, the clock stopping at the end of the first half and the second half, possession changes, and the fact that you can go for a try after you score a touchdown. In week 4, we overviewed fouls, penalties, and down situations. A foul is an illegal action. A penalty for that foul is the consequence for that illegal action. The offended team can accept or decline the penalty for the foul, and enforcement is how officials complete the penalty once the offended team gives them the option. Most enforcement includes a replay of down. Unless the offense has passed their line to gain, we're going to replay the down. Remember, they have to have passed the line to gain after enforcement. So if the offense passes the line to gain during the down and a penalty brings the ball back behind the line to gain, they have not yet legally reached that line to gain. One thing I wanted to note is that these timing rules are specific to the University of Texas at Arlington intramural sports. Different campuses across the country have different timing rules. So if you're not at UTA, please disregard these timing rules and take them as basic concepts. Please review with the supervisors of your program, your rule books, as well as the NERSO rulebook to figure out what rules apply to your campus and the games that you are working. This week, we're going to go over the basics for co-rec rules. Remember back to the first week when we talked about the different ways that flag football is played. This video series mostly covers 7-on-7 flag football. However, a deviation of that is 8-on-8 flag football, which is played co-rec. Co-rec means that there are 4 males and 4 females to make up those 8 players. There are some exceptions to this if teams have less players, and those rules also vary from campus to campus across the country. For that reason, we're only going to be talking about plays that have 4 males and 4 females in this presentation. There are a number of differences between co-rec rules and 7-on-7 flag football rules. The first difference is the number of players. 8 players, with 4 being female and 4 being male. A play with female involvement will earn a 9-point touchdown. We'll talk about the different types of involvement and requirements to earn that 9-point touchdown. A team cannot have 2 consecutive male-to-male completions. We'll talk about how a team can open up a play to have another male-to-male completion, and what happens when a play is closed when you've already had a male-to-male completion. Finally, male runners cannot advance the ball through the line of scrimmage without certain criteria happening first. So let's talk about how to score that 9-point touchdown with female involvement. If a female player is the one to run the ball into the end zone, either if they're the quarterback and they simply run it straight into the end zone, or if they receive a pass from a male and then run it into the end zone, the team receives 9 points. If a female player throws a legal forward pass, and anyone else on that team scores a touchdown during that down, that team will receive 9 points for that touchdown. You can't have a change of possession during that down. So for example, if there's an interception and the defense gets possession, and the offense somehow gets the ball back and subsequently scores a touchdown, no matter any female involvement, you will only receive 6 points for that score. Let's look at that visually. The blue dots on the screen are male players. The yellow dots on the screen are female players. The snap is when the ball is transferred from the center to the quarterback, and we're going to see the receivers run their routes. The quarterback throws the ball to a male receiver, and that male receiver runs the ball in for a touchdown. Because we have a female quarterback and a male receiver, we do get 9 points for this play. On this play, we're going to have a male quarterback who receives the snap, and that quarterback's going to throw it to a female receiver. That female receiver is then going to run it in for the touchdown. Because this is a male quarterback and a female receiver, 9 points are earned for this touchdown. On this play, we see how the male quarterback throws to a male receiver. If this happens and that receiver runs it in for a touchdown, this team only gets 6 points. The other difference from co-rec rules to 7-on-7 is the male-to-male completion rules. There may not be 2 consecutive legal forward pass completions from a male passer to a male receiver. If a male passer completes a legal forward pass to a male receiver, the next legal forward pass completion on the next down must involve a female. That female can be the passer or that female can be the receiver, as long as that's a legal forward pass, and it must result in positive yardage, which means that the play must end beyond the line of scrimmage. This means that the female passer can complete a forward pass to a male receiver who's behind the line of scrimmage, who then runs for positive yardage, or vice versa, the male passer can complete a legal forward pass to a female receiver behind the line of scrimmage, as long as they run for positive yardage. Again, as long as that play ends beyond the line of scrimmage, positive yardage, we have an open play. The key to remembering this involves 3 points: a legal forward pass, female involvement, either as the passer or the receiver, and positive yardage at the end of the play. Memorize these 3 points, and you will be able to tell whether a play is open or closed every time. I've already been using the terminology, so hopefully you're familiar with it. But the words that we use to determine whether a play can involve a male or not are open and closed. If a play is open, that means any player can throw and catch a pass during that down. If a play is closed, that means the next forward pass must involve a female passer or receiver. Let's go through some examples. On this play, we have an open play. A female passes the ball to a male. The next play is open. There was not a male-to-male completion, therefore the down is not going to be closed. So what happens if the play is open and a male throws a forward pass to a male? The next play is going to be closed. That means on play 2, a female must be involved in some way or another. So let's look at what happens in that case. We have an open play, a male completes a forward pass to a male. The next play is closed, and then a male completes a forward pass to a female. This opens the next play, meaning the next play can involve a male-to-male reception if they want. Play 3 is open. Let's look at some examples of this. Our male quarterback is going to throw the ball to a female receiver. Notice that this female receiver is already beyond the line of scrimmage, so if the play ended here or any other time while this female is beyond the line of scrimmage, we're going to have an open play the next play. On this play, the quarterback is going to take the snap and throw the ball to a female receiver who is currently behind the line of scrimmage. This female receiver then runs the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. This opens up the play because we have a legal forward pass, a female involvement, and positive yards. We've satisfied all 3 requirements to open up the play. On this play, we have a female quarterback. This female quarterback passes the ball to a male receiver. Again, the male receiver is behind the line of scrimmage, but subsequently runs the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. We have a female involvement, she was the quarterback. We have positive yards, and it was a legal forward pass. Those are our 3 requirements. The next play is open. The last difference of co-rec rules to 7-on-7 rules is of male runners. A male runner cannot advance the ball past the line of scrimmage. This restriction is lifted only after a legal forward pass, which can be caught anywhere on the field, or after the ball has been touched beyond the line of scrimmage. Let's look at how this would look. The quarterback takes the snap and runs it beyond the line of scrimmage. This is illegal. We would have a 5-yard penalty for illegal advancement. What would be legal is if the quarterback took the snap, passed it to a male runner, and then that male runner advanced it beyond the line of scrimmage. We have had a legal forward pass, so therefore the male can advance beyond the line of scrimmage. Remember, it is always legal for a female to run the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. It is always legal for a female runner to advance the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. In this instance, we have a female quarterback. This female quarterback takes the snap and runs it straight through the line of scrimmage. Now, this is a legal play, however, it does not open the play. We do have female involvement and we do have positive yardage, however, there has not been a legal forward pass in this down, so we cannot open the play if the play was closed.